Hello there and welcome back to the channel. So here with another South Park Phone Destroyer video. On today's video, guys, it is Saturday, July 17th of 2021. And like always, I'm going to go ahead and do my run for the Kenny crew. As you guys can see, we have a pretty nice bracket. We're fighting against Mercenary, Oh Canada, Mexico, 24/7, and Satan's Helper. We will see how well we can do this week. So last week was a pretty tough bracket, and I want to thank Peasy for giving me a little bit more background about the teams that we're fighting. The two teams were part of a coalition, so thanks for sharing, Peasy. I really appreciate it. So we will see how well we can do. We got 3,922 last week with 44 runs. So hopefully this week we'll be able to do a little bit better in terms of our average score, but we will see. This particular week we have a 3-team deck. As you guys can see, it's going to be fantasy, adventure, and sci-fi. More about that later, but like always, we'll start picking up the winner for last week's giveaway. Then we will go over the deck, go over the strategy, go over the plan, then announce the instructions on how we're going to pick the winner for this particular giveaway. And then lastly, do our runs. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy. Make sure that you hit that like button. Make sure that you can hit that subscribe and share the video with anybody that might enjoy South Park Phone Destroyer content. I would appreciate it a lot if you guys could do that for me. But let's go ahead and get started by picking the winner for last week's giveaway. Now, the winner for today's giveaway will get his hands on 3 copies of the epic of his or her choice, 315 in cash, 2,000 Cartman coin, and 3,000 PvP tickets. If you're interested in knowing how you could participate on this particular video, stay tuned because I'm going to give the instructions in a short little bit. And here we are. As you guys can see, the video I published last week was Superheroes Assemble. It was for week number 27. And on that video, I simply asked you to leave me a comment with your in-game name and the epic that you wanted to get. There was nothing extra. That's all you guys needed to do, and that you did. I think we got about 39 comments all together. So I appreciate all of those. And we're going to go ahead and copy that link address. Like always, go into pickawinner.co, paste that link, fetch the comments, do not include replies like always. See how many we got. Like I said, 38 comments in total, and we're going to pick that winner in right now. So we're going to say congratulations to Marcel Junker, and his name is Amazing Junk, and he wants on Holy Combustion. On Holy Combustion is a rare. I will try my very best to see what, if you can get that. Hopefully you can. If not, we'll be in contact to see what epic do you want to get. With that, let's go back into the game. All right, and we are back in the game again. Amazing, you should get that card in about a week time, so please stay tuned for that. So like I said before, we have a 3-team deck that is fantasy, adventure, and sci-fi with Chicken Coop, Pocahontas Randy, Paladin Butters, Murph, Arrowstorm, Swordman Garrison, Dragon Slayer Red, Grand Wizard Cartman, Frontier Bradley, Ice Sniper Wendy. We have Power Fist Doogie, and finally Dark Mage Craig. So a pretty unorthodox deck. I want to say I haven't run many of this cards together in one single deck. Yes, I have run Dragon Slayer Red. Yes, I run Pocahontas Randy. Yes, I've run Chicken Coop, but all the other ones I have not run them together. So we will see how well we can do. Like always, I have not practiced. I don't practice before recording my video, so I have no idea what we're gonna do. Let's take a look at first the options that we had available to us, and then we'll come up with a strategy and then do our runs. So here we go. To start with, we could have started picking either Chicken Coop or Freeze Ray. We could have picked Astronaut Butter versus Paladin Butters, Fireball versus Arrowstorm, Classy versus Pocahontas Randy, Murph versus Osimo, Wish Garrison versus Swordman Garrison, Dragon Slayer Red versus Sizzler Stewart, Space Pilot Bradley versus Frontier Bradley. Power Fist Doogie versus Engineer Doogie. This is the one that I would have picked for sure. I would have picked Dwarf Engineer Doogie. Not sure what was the logic behind that, but it is what it is. Member of the Pigs versus Grand Wizard Cartman. Ice Sniper Wendy versus Captain Wendy. Dark Mage Greg versus Infiltrator Kevin. So I think for the most part we did pick the right options. There are no removals with the exception of Arrow Storm, right? So that's the only, well, actually Arrow Storm or Fireball. So you don't want to cluster your units in case they have Fireball. And then Arrow Storm, it is what it is. I mean, there's nothing against it. So you just need to play it right. And then for the most part, yeah, there isn't anything really that we need to fear. The only thing that we might need to fear is that Doogie in combination with Freeze Ray or with Ice Sniper Wendy coming in and saving the day. For the most part, we can play most of our big heavy tanks with no problem whatsoever. So let's go back in the deck and see what we ended up having. All right, so Murph is a good choice. Swordman Garrison is a greater choice. Dark Mage Crage does damage, area damage. Ice Sniper Wendy freezes. So I think for the most part, we ended up picking up all of the right choices. The only one, again, that I'm not really fond of is Power Face Doogie. I would have most definitely picked Dwarf Engineer. I'm not sure, again, what the team was thinking there. But it is what it is. So what should we do in terms of strategy? Well, we can start with Pocahontas Randy. We can start with Grand Wizard Cartman. We can start with Murph. We can start with Swordman Garrison. All of those are great starter cards, and then we just need to back them up. If we can have that Sniper Wendy on the back, freezing and helping the units out, and then once you do, put all your assassins, put out units that support that first or second tank that you put in. Now, we do have Dragon Slayer Red, which means that our heavy tanks are going to be vulnerable to half slashing of their health and half slashing of their attack damage. So make sure that we don't put those tanks together. We want to cycle them. So if you're starting with Big Murph, do not put Grand Wizard Cartman. If you're starting with Pocahontas Randy, don't put Swordman Garrison all in one spot because they will get slashed. I mean, we want to make sure that we have a cycle of cards that we can put in case they get Dragon Slayer Red. Now, don't forget that we do have Frontier Bradley, and we do have a few very, very good attackers, meaning that we have Pocahontas Randy, that we have Swordman Garrison, and we can use that in our advantage in combination with the chickens to get maybe a sneaky phone due to the area damage buff that Frontier Bradley will give the unit. Last but not least, we do have Paladin Butters, which then will shield a unit when he dies. So we want to make sure that we mix that in with our assassin. I mean, we mix it in with our headhunter, with our Power Fist Doogie. So I think those two combinations are the ones that we have to be most careful of, because the enemy most likely will end up using it. And I'm afraid we're going to find Engineer Doogie, and I'm afraid we're going to suffer due to that. So we need to be able to respond against that. The only thing that we can do against that is make sure that we have Murph ready to defend. Murph is a 5-cost card, right? Not unlike having a removal, a dedicated removal for that. But Murph will slow down that Power Fist Doogie to a point that maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to defend against them if they bring up a shield unit. Now, the other main option that we have against that is using Arrow Storm. But in order to use Arrow Storm, you need to be sure that you are not, how can I put this, that you are not killing that Paladin Butters before the Doogie comes out, right? So you need to make sure that both of them are on the field, and you send that Arrow Storm at the right moment so that you can kill both of them at the same time. If they do, you're going to be up to energy. But again, you have to be really, really careful when you do that. And I think with that, we're ready to go into the battles. But before we do that, let's go ahead and talk about the giveaway. So let's go ahead and talk about the giveaway I mentioned earlier on the video. First of all, I want to thank Red Links for giving me the opportunity of selecting one of you guys to win a streamer pack. What does a streamer pack contains? You ask. Well, it's easy. A streamer pack contains 3 copies of the epic of your choice, 350 in-game cash, 2,000 Cartman coin, and 3,000 PvP tickets. All you need to do in order to participate is do what you're doing right now. Be a subscriber to the channel, like the video, and then after you do that, pay attention to the question I'm going to ask at some point during the battles and answer me that question in the comment down below and leave me your in-game name, the epic card that you want to get 3 copies of, and finally the answer to my question. I will pick the winner next week, just like I did today with my new video. One important thing is that if you have won with me or any of the other content creators in the past 30 days, you cannot win again. So with that being said, I want to wish good luck to every one of you, and let's go back into the game. And now for sure we are ready. Wish me the very best of luck, guys, and we're gonna go into our battles in 3, 2, 1, and battle. All right, first opponent found. Team is Blame Canada. Player is going to be player number sitting at 2,734. So we will start with Pocahontas Randy right here. He is a very low level player, so I'm not too afraid of what might happen, but we still need to be very careful. We still need to be very careful with this, so we are gonna go. Let's go here. Ooh, that arrow storm. All right, let's go. Let's go with the Power Fist Doogie. And we got 1. We got 2. Are we going to get 1 more? No, we're not. Let's go with the Eye Sniper Wendy. And that's phone number 1 or number 2. Let's go with Swordsman Garrison right here. Raise everybody up. Do our little Swordsman thing. And that is all she sang. First battle, pretty easy. Player 3943. Essentially, it most likely is a new player. But it is what it is. Let's go and keep it going. All right, what do we learn from here? Well, not very much. We just dropped cards haphazardly and got a win. So let's just go into our next battle and see if we can do a little bit. We can be a little bit more tactical. And here we go. We're fighting against Killer Titans and Matt Hat something. Matt Hat 707 sitting at 7,748. We will start with Grand Wizard Cartman right here and there. Remember, they do have Dragon Slayer Red, or not that they do have it, it's just that they can have it. So let's go with this. Perfect. So we will go here. All right, let's go with Dragon Slayer Red right here. And now we will do this. Get area damage. Perfect. Those chickens are proving to be crazy. We need to make sure that we get all of those guys out of the way as soon as possible. And he's going to get a phone right here and there. There's no if, buts, and when. That is happening. But we are going to come in with our own Power Fist Doogie right here. Actually, we're not going to do Power Fist Doogie. Let's do our chickens right here. Let's do Eye Sniper Wendy. What goes around comes around. That's the saying, right? No, I'm glad I didn't do it because I was about to do it. Let's go here with Murph. And now we're gonna go. Actually, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait here. Let's do this. Perfect, perfect. Let's go with the Arrow Storm. And that's gonna be it, Mr. Mad Hat 707. Thank you very much for playing. That was a great game and a well played, by the way. That first push that you did had me a little bit on the ropes, but we just needed to stick by it. And at the end, we emerged victorious. So that is 2 wins with 3 phones each. Let's see if we can do our last battle and get a last win. We will never know until we try. So let's go ahead and hit play. And battle is found. We're fighting against Canadian Bacon. And the name of the player is going to be Wrathchild 71, sitting at 6,186. Let's go. A level 2 Pocahontas Randy, not boding very well for him, but we will see. We will see. So using, I mean, we could do right now a Arrow Storm and get rid of all of that. And we will do in a short little bit. All right, let's go here with this guy. Now we will go here. And now we have a good push. And just making sure that I save that Arrow Storm for what's really worth it. Right? And going with Power Fist Doogie because we can. Because we can. Let's go. Let's go. This is how do you call it? I mean, he was under leveled, and that is a really quick 3 battles with a really quick 3 phones and a really quick 114 points. Power Fist Doogie versus Engineer Doogie did not end up being a big of a deal. So there we go, 114 points, perfect score for the Kinney crew. And like I was saying before, Dwarf Engineer Doogie and Power Fist Doogie did not end up being a great, huge deal for me personally, but it might have been for others. So let's go ahead and talk about the question for the giveaway because I haven't done it yet, and it's going to be related to that. Let me know in the comment section, what did your team end up picking between Engineer Doogie and Power Fist Doogie? Why did you pick it? And if he ended up being a decisive card on your deck, at least for my matches like you saw before, it didn't. So leave me that information together with your in-game name and the epic that you want to get, and you will be automatically entered into the giveaway. Remember, I'll pick that winner next week on my new Team Wars video when I publish it next Saturday. And don't forget that tomorrow I will be doing my live stream, and you will also have a chance to enter on a giveaway there. And I think with that, guys, we are pretty much done. I hope you liked the video. I know it was kind of short and sweet and to the point and easy battles, but that is the nature of the beast with Team Wars. You never know what you get. So sometimes you get easy battles, sometimes you don't. And this week was my time to, again, get easy battles. So make sure you hit that like button if you like the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you find yourself coming back to my channel every week. And I will catch you later. Sol is checking out. Bye, guys.